This is Calvin Castine. It's May 14th, 2003, and we're at the North Country Golf Club just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. We're here for CVAC Varsity Golf, featuring the home team, the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars, and the visitors today, the Peru Central School Indians. I believe these are extra golfers teeing off first, although I don't know why it would go that way, but it sounded like they were going over the court situation, the course situation over to our right here, so we'll check and find out exactly what's happening. I believe these are the extra golfers, and it looks like it's school yearbook picture day. Here is Tom Semeraro from Semeraro Photography is here taking photos suitable for framing, I would guess. Okay, is that the 9th green that you guys are teeing off on?
We're teeing off the 10th hole.
10th, excuse me, 10th obviously.
Yep.
The back 9. Alright, this is we got the two coaches here. We've got Matt Fredette from Northeastern and a fellow named Tom Harrigan from Peru, who's probably better at kicking the ball than you are at hitting it, Tom.
Also, yes I am, and they also all putt left-handed because I taught them how to putt. They also all have the yips, every one of them.
Tom, a world-famous hockey player, soccer player. Okay, who have we got? We got 4 that have already teed off. Tell us who we've got out there for your team, Matt.
Number 1 from Northeastern is Jeremy Ballard, and he's playing against
David Pasnall for Peru.
And the number 2 player from Northeastern is Jeremy's younger brother, Justin Ballard, and he's playing against
Jason Lemoy from Peru.
All right, now there's how many? There's a total of 5 or 6?
6 players from each team that will be playing against each other for the official match. And then I have some extra players. We have extra players from both teams going off the front 9s right now too. So.
Do you have any extra players here too, Tom?
We have 1 extra player. The other 3 were held back, and we just have the 1 today.
It's a very wet day. How's the course? Any idea?
The course, with the rain we had last night and the rain we've had the last couple of days, is there's a lot of visible water. There's a lot of puddles, standing water. So the kids have a lot of local rules that we talked about before they went out, like getting relief from all the the puddles, and so that it's fair for everybody. So hopefully it will be a good match for both teams.
Okay, what we're going to do is we'll watch the rest of these guys tee off. Now, they play 9 or 18?
They'll play 9 holes. Yep.
Is that standard?
Yep, it's always 9 except sectionals next week, which will be 2 rounds of 18 holes.
Okay, so they're teeing off on the 10th. Where will they be finishing up?
They'll be finishing actually right in front of the clubhouse on the 18th green right there, where those 2 gentlemen are
Those
putting.
2 elderly gentlemen are putting over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try to pick them up midway through their round, and we'll also try to be here for the end of it. We're going to go to and back and watch the next 2 groups tee off. Okay, we're on our way over, and we notice somebody at the tee. Who we got?
This is Sam Novacek, who just hit his tee ball on number 10 for NCCS. And he's playing against Peru's
Andrew Minard, number 3 man for Peru. The next few guys I have for Peru, they're the young kids. I've got a couple 7th graders and a couple of 8th graders, so it's a young team, building program from the years before. This is Andrew Menard.
Alright, now it'll be a couple minutes before the next 2. Oops, we got to We're only halfway through here.
Yep, stepping up to the tee now is NCCS's number 4 man, Kyle Hicks, a junior.
Thanks, Vic.
Ball, Kyle.
And Thomas, who we have here?
We have Jordan Kelleher, the number 4 man from Peru. That'll be all right.
On these overcast days, there's no chance of me picking up that ball. I have enough trouble on a nice sunny day trying to find that ball when they tee off. Now, are you? Do you have to put them in order according to their abilities?
Yeah, the rule and agreement among the coaches are to take your qualifying score averages and rank them accordingly. So from top to bottom. So yeah, you're never allowed to, put a 6-man, say, in the number 1 place to try to, like for some games.
Your first man can't beat their first man.
Yeah, so it's pretty much an agreement among the coaches to make sure that you're accurate with your averages and rank them the way you're supposed to. So.
Now it's a total of 6 points to be won today. Is that how it works?
Yep. Each match is worth a point, and it goes stroke play. So if the match is tied, like if the 2 boys shoot 45s, then each team will get a half point. And then at the end of the match, if there's a tie that way, then you take your top 4 scores from each team, and that's how you work your tiebreaker.
Okay. Girls?
Actually, it's open to girls to try out, but I haven't had any girls try out to the team. I've only coached for 3 years, but I haven't had a girl yet try out for the team. But when there is a sign up, and it's open to both girls and boys. Some schools do have enough girls to almost have a girls squad. So I'm hoping in the future we might have the same thing, so we can have even maybe girls matches, which would be great.
Now, it's not unheard of for girls to join the team because of certain boys being on the team, and they'll get the chance to ride the bus. And
yeah,
that's not unheard of now.
No, that's not unheard of. I suppose I haven't seen that yet, but
well, maybe you did years ago when you were in school.
Yeah. Actually, when I was on the team, my wife played on the team, my girlfriend at the time. So I guess that that has happened. Put me on the spot there.
Just checking your memory, man.
Yeah. That's pretty good. 10 years ago. He remembers that. That's good. That's great.
Is your kid 10 years old now?
No. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to watch the next group. Another golfer. So how far away will they get before they feel comfortable teeing off here?
Those 3s and 4s will have to get to that large tree on the large group of trees on the right-hand side. They'll have to actually get past there before these boys will be able to hit.
So next swing here, they should be range.
They should be able to hit their next shots, and then walk forward, and they should have clearance, this group here, to go ahead.
All right, next.
Number 5 for NCCS is a junior, Kevin O'Connor, who has a really strong match record this year. He's, I believe, 6-1-1 at this point of the season.
And
for Peru, a 7th grader, Tyler Hoy, and he's just picking up his game pretty good. He's going to be a pretty good golfer. He's a good athlete. He's going to be a good golfer.
Now, do you keep your own score, or does someone who keeps your score?
the kids keep their own score, and of course they watch one another and so on. And if there's a call that's in question, they ask one another, and it goes pretty good that way. I think.
It's an interesting game in that it's pretty unique because there's no refs, and the kids are pretty much responsible for their own behavior out there, and as far as course etiquette and also keeping their own score, and the kids do a really good job with it. This is number 6 from NCCS is Eric LeBlanc. He's actually a varsity baseball player at NCCS for the last couple of years, but he just joined golf this year and he's doing pretty well.
And for Peru, we have another 7th grader, Ryan Miller, and he also is picking up his game, and it looks pretty.
Now you said you can't jiggle your 6 players, but can you, if you know you're going up against, say you're going up against a weaker opponent, can you bring up your 7th and 8th person to give them some experience and not?
And not play the 5 and 6. No, you're not. You're pretty much supposed to go right with the ranking from the qualifying averages. But the 7 and 8s, it is a good system we have. The coaches pretty much bring, the majority of the time, at least 2 extras from their 7 and 8th ranked player, and it does give them kind of a match experience, even though it doesn't count for an official score. They get to go out and meet somebody from from other teams and get some match experience that way. But yeah, you're technically not supposed to put like the 7th and 8th ranked person in the 5th or 6th spot.
Okay. Now I understand too from what you guys have told me that coaches aren't allowed during the course of the game to talk to their players. I can understand that with Tom Harrigan's situation. They wouldn't want him talking to the kids, but
they have a hard time keeping my mouth closed sometimes, and you want the kids to do pretty good, and it's hard to not say anything to the kids.
Well, there's got to be a logical reason behind that. What is it? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me that?
I think it's just the fact that parents sometimes follow the matches as well, and I guess it's just a kind of agreed upon that while you're out there, instruction shouldn't be taking place because it might create an unfair advantage for one team or the next. So in that respect too, it's unique for other sports because all the other sports I played, hockey, soccer, your coach always can talk to you throughout the game, but really during our matches we're supposed to kind of keep it quiet, I guess just to keep the playing field fair, but also I think it's to be a model for like the parents that do come and watch the matches there, because we don't really want parents out there discussing with the kids or like I said, to create an unfair advantage, one parent helping their child and there's a kid from the other team that doesn't have a parent with them, and I guess just to keep everything level, I guess would be the main reason.
Is there anything in the rule, the book of rules? I think there's something that's mentioned that you're not supposed to.
It might be in the CVAC bylaws or something. I'm not exactly sure. That's actually a really good question. I'm not sure. It's just the way they've always. I remember when I played on the team quite a while back. It was the same way. We'd get a lot of instruction during practices, but as soon as matches were going, the coaches wouldn't talk to us at all.
And in some cases, you mentioned parents. Parents may not be helping kids, so that's another reason not to want the parent to talk. But I can't. It's tough. I would think for a coach to go out there and you've got 3 different foursomes out there. It'd be tough for a coach to coach them.
Yeah, that's that might be a reason too. Is just getting around, to each of the players. And I personally, just my own philosophy. I think that golf there's so many things in your swing that can go wrong. And the more you think about it, the worse it can actually get, I think, in some cases. So I think it's better that we probably don't tell them anything while they're out there in a match setting, because I think they might concentrate on that instead of some of the good habits that they've hopefully developed in practice. So I think parent-wise and coach-wise, it probably is a good a good policy.
I think I've discovered why the coaches have agreed not to coach the kids during the course of the match. It allows the coaches the opportunity to get in a few holes on their own. So Maybe that's the reason why. I mentioned that to Tom and Matt, and they they said, no, that's not the reason. Look at that, it's got at least 50 yards on that one. All right, we have moved along, and we are on, which hole are we on here, Matt?
We are on, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, hole 15 at this time. And this is our 1s and 2s.
What's the par on this one?
This hole that they're playing here is a par 4. It's about, I think it's about I want to say 370 or so, hey Tom?
About 370.
Something like that. It's not an extremely long hole, but they do have a ditch. Yeah, that was my number 1, Jeremy, who just putted about 35, 40 footer and just lipped it. He has only about 2 feet left. It's a little bit downhill in the tee shot. There's a grass bunker and then a ditch that they kind of have to contend with off their tee ball, and then just the bunker in the front right of the green. The approach to the green isn't that difficult, and it's a pretty big green.
Who's this one, Tom?
This is Jason Lemoy.
Jason Lemoy? Oh.
My number 2 man. Left it short. This course is drenched. Very, very wet today.
Oh, you've had 3 days of rain, so I'm amazed they're able to play at all.
This is my number 1 man, David Pasino, 9th grader. About a 3-foot putt. Very nice.
And then the boy putting now is Justin Ballard. He's a freshman on my team. Very good young player. Made his putt there, about a 3-footer. And now his brother Jeremy, who's a senior, hopefully will finish up this 2-footer. Jeremy and David Pasino, both number 1s, qualified for the state finals at Cornell University last year, and only the top 9 out of about 100 golfers qualify for the states. So they're 2 really good golfers.
When it gets to state competition, do you go as a team or just individual golfers?
The sectional competition, which is taking place next Thursday and Friday, is a team competition the first day, and then they keep the top 30% of the field go on to the second day. Then it becomes individual. Then the top 10% of the field are kept individually to make to qualify for the state finals.
So it's the group of individuals that goes on, not a particular high school team.
Exactly, yeah. And they're the team winner is crowned on that first day. That is the team event of the sectionals. Then it becomes individual the next day and into the states.
But just because they won on that first day doesn't mean they're going on anywhere.
Exactly, yeah. Only then it becomes only the individual players that will move on and qualify for the next day and then into states. So it's quite a feat to make the state finals, like Jeremy and David did.
Okay, we are at the 13th green, and we have the third group. We're going to pick up the second group at another hole, hitting their approach shots. Tommy, looks like one of your fellows first.
This is Tyler Hoy once again.
Tyler Hoy.
Got about 110 coming in. And it's coming towards the green. Looks like a nice shot. It's going to plug a little. Just on the fringe.
Right on the edge of the green, yeah.
And that other ball is Eric LeBlanc, the number 6 man from NCCS. Just hit his approach just before that. He's a few feet short of the green there, too.
Now who we have, Tom?
This is young Brian Miller. He's got about 80 yards to the green. Probably using a sand wedge. Sculled the top of that ball. Didn't hit it properly.
It's all in the coaching. Right, Matt?
The boy about to play a shot here, this is our number 5 man in NCCS, Kevin O'Connor. and he actually had to move his ball a little bit because he was in some of the many standing water places on the course today. So it's fairway, so he gets to prefer his lie, get a dry lie, and place it. Looks like he probably had a pitching wedge or sand wedge, little pitch shot there, just in the bottom level. This is like a two-tiered green. He's on the bottom level, about 30 feet from the hole.
Kind of a terrace there.
Yeah, just in front there.
Oh, that was somebody from Peru taking a quick shot. Who was that, Thomas?
That was Ryan Miller once again.
Ryan Miller again. Okay, yeah, he hit
Chipped
that
it
short
out.
shot. All right, so all these guys here are all within one stroke distance here, right? Anyone of you and Tom could have each make. Well, it'd be just one more shot right here for you guys, right, Matt?
Well, maybe Tom, but I don't know about me. Eric LeBlanc hit his pitch just over the top there, but he's still going to have another 15-20 feet to the hole for his putt.
Well, at least he got it over that terrace, though.
Yeah, that was one good thing there.
What's the par on this one?
This is a par 5 hole. It's a dogleg left. They have some trees to contend with, so it's a pretty tough hole, especially with it being so wet.
Yeah, is that O'Connor's ball I just saw flying by?
Actually,
Tyler Hoy.
That's Hoy's.
the pin placement on this hole is way in the back too, so that's just another thing that they have to deal with on this hole, with the green being wet and the terrace, the hill, the slight hill that they have to deal with. It's hard to get the ball to carry all the way to the back of the green.
Often do they alternate the pin placements?
At this time of year, probably I would say every couple of days, but I think they try to switch them every day when it gets nicer out and there's more play on the course. But right now the play is so limited, they probably don't switch them every single day.
That way when you come out, people come out every day, you're not playing the same course every day.
Exactly, yeah, and then just the wear and tear around the hole from so many people walking. They try to really vary the locations for that reason too. This is Kevin with his approach putt. He has quite a distance, and he's got to negotiate that hill. He probably has almost 40 feet on his putt, but Kevin's been putting really well this year, so expect him to get this pretty close. Well, he's up there hopefully within his next putt, within about 5 feet. Be able to sink his next putt. Kevin actually made a putt we won a tiebreaker, a really close match against Mariah, and it basically when it came on down to Kevin, and he made a 20-footer on the last hole to beat his man on the last hole to win, help us win the match. And Eric just hit it way by on his approach putt.
I would imagine the camera here watching their every move doesn't help their putting.
But he made his comeback putt. It looked like he had an 8-footer, and he made it, so that was good.
This is Tyler Hoy once again. I'm not sure I think he has probably about 8 feet, 10 feet. Nice stroke to the hole, and
Are your greens at Adirondack, are they faster, Tom, than our greens?
they are faster. They cut them down probably 3 days ago. They cut them down pretty good. Are you going down there at all soon?
Not this year, but I think that's why you're noticing your players hitting it a little shorter. They're probably having a tough time adjusting to our greens. We haven't been able to mow them as close because of the wetness. So.
Well, doesn't the wetness slow it down too?
Yeah, the wetness, and then and just not being able to get the mowers and cut them as close as your course stays pretty dry. So your players probably will take them a few holes to get used to the speed of the greens. Kevin looks like he just barely missed that putt, but He did well to get it as close as he did. He looked like he was only about 2 feet away on a 40-foot putt, but then he missed his short 2-footer.
Okay, let's continue. All right, we are at what hole? 15. And who's that fellow we were looking at?
It's that Kyle Hicks from NCCS who just hit a shot from about 110 yards
And look where it ended up.
and threw a dart right at the pin. He's only about maybe a foot away from the hole. So that was a great shot by Kyle.
I'd like to get it on tape. Could he do that again, you think?
Yeah, we need a little instant replay on that one. Unfortunately, we didn't catch him swinging, but it was a great result. Anyhow.
Who's this?
This is Andrew Minard. Hit it a little deep. He was about maybe 60 yards.
He obviously thought he was 75 yards.
He was club too strong. It was a nice attempt.
Hitting his next shot here, looks like he's getting ready, cleaning off his ball, and he gets to place it because he's in the fairway. It's Sam Novacek. He's my number 3 man, and he's a junior. He has really improved a lot this year in his scoring average. He's, I believe, was 45, 46 last year, and his scoring average is down to about 43. So he's really been the player on my team who's shown the most improvement. Had a lot of key wins this year too. So we'll see how he does in this little chip shot. He only has about 30, 40 yards. Looks pretty good.
Nice shot.
Oh, and he put that in there. Nice shot, about 8 feet away. It's a nice shot from where he was. That's actually one of the most difficult shots to hit, is that little 50-yard pitch.
This is Jordan Kelleher. There's another nice shot. He's going to have to bite right there.
And that was a good one.
Nice shot. He's also about 8 feet away. This is a par 4. Hopefully everyone's on in 3.
Tough putt here.
Yeah, this is Andrew Menard once again with a long putt. Probably about, what, 30 feet?
At least that,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Got at least 10 yards.
A little downhill, but the greens are wet. It's not going to get there. Get there. Keep rolling. Not bad.
Again, like we talked before, that probably has a lot to do with adjusting the speed of the greens, because I've seen a lot of the Peru players hitting their putts a little short, and that's understandable, especially if their greens are, a lot faster than ours. Yeah, drier and been mowed more. Definitely makes a difference. This is Sam Novacek. He has about an 8-footer. Looks like he just missed that one. Ends up with a 2-putt.
Once again, Andrew Minard. Nice putt. Great putt. Nice putt, Andrew.
That's a great 2-putt from where he was.
And this is Jordan Kelleher for Peru. And this looks like about an 8-foot putt. Nice stroke. Just missed.
Yep, that was a good putt too. So we'll have Kyle Hicks here. He's getting ready to hopefully finish out his putting on this after his great shot. I think this will save his par, because I think he had one. He was stuck behind the tree off his tee ball, and I think he couldn't get it on the tree, and so he had like a dub shot, and then he hit it to here. Yep, think that was a par.
All right, we're going to pick up at the 18 now. Okay, we have, through the magic of television, moved to the 18th. Oh, we have to whisper, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Because Peru's shooting. It's okay to talk when that's. This is David Pasno. Very nice shot. Slow down. Right there. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. He's about a foot and a half to the hole. And I would say he lies 3.
And now about getting ready to putt is, I believe Justin is up next. He's a little farther away. He'll be hitting his approach putt, which is about, looks like about 25 feet. And he's on the top level, which is good. It's a good stroke.
Very nice. Nice.
Oh, it just barely missed.
Yeah.
Right off the lip of the cut. That was Justin's par putt, so he has about a foot left for bogey, which isn't too bad of a score on this hole. This is a par 4. Jeremy Ballard is next to putt. My number 1 player, the senior on the team, my lone senior on the team. He's gonna have to negotiate this slope on about a 20-foot putt. It's hard to hit it hard enough to get it over that slope. He still has about 3-4 feet left.
This is Jason Lemoy. He was telling us about his approach shot behind a tree. This is for a birdie, and he'll be in for par. In for par.
And he is using like Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Looks like he had fun today. David Pasno for par. David Pasno is a 9th grader. He's the top golfer at Peru right now. Loves the sport. His grandparents run Adirondack Golf.
So hopefully Jeremy will finish up this 3-footer. I believe this is for his par. Justin finishing up his 1-footer there for his 2-putt. Bogey.
Second group approach. It just disappeared. The ball came into this green area and just sucked right in.
Kyle Hicks hitting for NCCS. Looks like Kyle Hicks for NCCS hitting his approach shot. About 150, 140 out. I don't see it. I don't see it. There's a nice shot. Nice shot, pin high, just on the fringe. Great shot from there. He had to get over those trees. This is Jordan Kelleher for Peru. I don't see it. He's looking towards the green. Oh, yeah, I saw it. It was probably about 15 yards before the green. Sucked right into the ground.
Novacek.
He's about 100 yards in. He's got some trees to contend with. He's got to chip it right over those trees. Having a hard time picking it up. He's looking towards the green. Nice shot. A little deep on the fringe, right before the sand. Nice shot from there.
Now, is that Tim Conway out there?
Maybe I'll try that.
What's that, pause?
Okay.
Yeah, this is Andrew Minard for Peru. About 15 yards off the green. Delicate shot. And he hit a little fat with it. Didn't make it on. He's got another shot, another approach shot to the green. And Jordan Kelleher is next for Peru. And he's also about 15 yards off the green. And he has made it on the dance floor.
Tom, why don't you tell us the scores so far, the four finishers?
The number one spot, David Pasno, came in with a 37, and Jeremy Ballard with a 40. The number two spot, Justin Ballard for NCCS came in with a 43. Peru's Jason Lemoy came in with a 49. And the spots 3 and 4 just on the green now. Kyle Hicks for NCCS, a good 35-footer. Tough shot to make. It's been tough for the kids all day with their wet, judging the putting. No, didn't make it. Did make it. It went down. He lost it in that second level. That was Andrew Minard. And up steps Jordan Kelleher for Peru. About a 15-footer. He's got to make it up a little slope. It's a tough shot here. Tough putt. Heads down, kept the head down, and not enough. He left it a good 4 feet. 4 feet short from the hole. Looks like they've had a tough round. They kind of look tired. Kyle Hicks once again. About 10 feet up the slope. Nice putt. Left it about a foot short. Sam Novalchik is up now. And this is about a 10-footer also. Nice stroke, right at the ball. Nice putt. Just missed it. Just missed it. I'm not sure if these are pars or bogeys. And here's Jordan Kelleher about 4 feet out. These are important putts right here. It could be the match. They really have to concentrate here. Nice putt. Nice putt for Peru as they finish up their 9 holes. Andrew Menard, 8th grader for Peru, and he's out. And Kyle Hicks to finish this foursome. About a foot and a half. And is in. Nice putt. O'Connor for NCCS. I'd say he's probably about 80 yards in. Head down, head stay down, nice shot. He's coming in. He's got a bite. Stay right there, just on the fringe. Nice shot from there.
That was Eric LeBlanc that just hit that shot.
We have Tyler Hoy for Peru, getting ready to shoot his third shot. It's deep, it's going to have to bite. No, he made it to the sand. A little too strong. He had one bowl of Wheaties too much. And this is Ryan Miller for Peru. He's going to run, and he is on the green. And that's Eric LeBlanc. And hit that just a bit strong.
Yes, came in with a 43. And Andrew Minard from Peru finished with a 58.
Kevin O'Connor, chip shot. Try to get this in or just as close to that hole as possible. Very, very tough shot to do. Kept his head down, nice, and it's rolling nicely. That might go in. That might go in. That's a beautiful shot. Kevin O'Connor, NCCS. That should be an easy putt for him. Tyler Hoy in the sand trap for Peru. Nice out from there. Good out. Good out for Tyler. 7th grader from Peru.
Tom, does he have to replace that sand?
He's going to rake it. It's a great golf etiquette to rake your spot in the sand.
Yeah, they had all that sand that went on the green.
No, not at all. You can't do much about that. And you're right. You can't do much about that. That was a good shot, Eric LeBlanc. Another good chip for NCCS. Their pants are soaking wet from the ankles down. You have more scores?
Yeah, we have the scores from the number 4 match. The scores were Kyle Hicks from NCCS was the number 4 man, came in with a 44. And for Peru, we had Jordan Kelleher, who came in with a 56.
Tyler Hoy's up again. Looks like about 20 feet. Downhill putt. You're going to find that line. I hit it too soft. Too soft. We talked about it earlier. Adirondack, they really shave the greens down and it's quite fast. Here, right now, the greens are a little slow. With the rain conditions. This is Ryan Miller, 7th grader for Peru. Uphill putt. It's got a little. Hit that nicely, played it nicely, left it short.
See you later, Jed. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a nice day.
Yep.
Tyler Hoy. 8 feet. Nice putt. Nice putt. Nice try. It should be easy tap in. Eric Miller. I just missed that. On the green, you got to watch where you step too. 'Cause sometimes you might step in the path of a ball that has been marked, and you try to not step in that line. That was an easy putt for Eric LeBlanc, and Kevin O'Connor will finish up this foursome. Did what? His father told him to pick it up, but he didn't listen. And Kevin's in. And that ends the last foursome. Fifth position, Tyler Hoy shot a 47 for Peru, and Kevin O'Connor also shot a 47 for Peru. The sixth position, Ryan Miller shot a 52 for Peru, and Eric LeBlanc shot
49.
a 49 for NCCS. Good round.
So that makes 5-1. NCCS 5, Peru 1. Final score.
Are you sure?
4.5. Oh, that's right. There was a tie. I'm sorry. 4.5 to 1.5.
This is a librarian talking right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, it was a great match. A little wet out there. And thank you very much. Calvin, thank you very much.
Thanks, Calvin.
Thanks, Calvin.